A Santiago voy ligerito, caminando, y con mi paraguitas por si la lluvia me va mojando.
Day 1, Valenca, Portugal to Porrin, Spain. The distance to cover 20.3 kilometers. Total climb of 264 meters. Total descent 281 meters. And altitude from 3 to 72 meters. I was ready and excited as we were to embark in the experience of a lifetime. We all had our personalized walking program and the very important pilgrim's passport that would have to be stamped along the way as proof that we had gone by the different posts on the way to Santiago de Compostela. On our backs, the iconic backpacks carrying the bare necessities for the journey. We started the Camino under light rain that would dissipate by the time we had crossed the border between Portugal and Spain 1 hour later. Since the hotel was located at the edge of the fortress, the exit from Valenca was quick and easy. As we descended from the fortress, we encountered the old international bridge, which was constructed in 1884 by a disciple of French engineer Gustave Eiffel. This was my second time walking across a national border, my first being back in 1970 when I walked across the border between Switzerland and France. We had made it to Tui, where we stopped to have our passports stamped as proof that we had crossed the border to Spain. As in Valenca, Tui also has an impressive fort, so the hike up toward the center of town was quite steep. Along the way, we walked by a meadow with a shepherd and his sheep. The narrow lanes twist and turn up toward Tui's impressive cathedral. Located at the highest point of the town is the Cathedral of Saint Mary of Tui. Because Tui is located 116 kilometers away from Santiago de Compostela, starting the pilgrimage here is sufficient to qualify for a Compostela, the official pilgrimage certificate issued by the Catholic Church. According to the rules, pilgrims must document that they walked the last 100 kilometers to Santiago to obtain the plenary indulgence. The walk leading out of Tui was very pleasant. After descending from the historic center, the trail followed quiet country lanes. The Church of Saint Bartholomew of Rebordans dates from the 11th century. This site was a monastery and the bishop's see in early medieval times. As we approached a lovely meadow near the Ponte de Rio Louro, we stopped for a group picture. The most exciting edifice outside of Tui was the Roman Bridge of Veiga. It was a reassuring sign that we were back on Via Romana 19. A massive stone statue of the pilgrim naturally attracts the attention of all passing pilgrims. The oversized monument certainly ensures that the picture would be obligatory. Tui wishes the pilgrims a buen camino to Santiago de Compostela. The Capella da Virgem do Camino dates back to the 13th century. The site had a spacious hospital with 12 beds to attend pilgrims on their way to Santiago. The current Baroque chapel houses an image of the Virgen de la Leche, a 13th century sculpture testimony of the former palace chapel and hospital. Ponte das Febres, also known as Bridge of San Telmo, named in honor of San Pedro González Telmo, patron of sailors, who fell ill in this place on his way to Santiago. An oreo is a typical granary, built in wood or stone, raised from the ground by pillars ending in flat saddle stones to prevent access by rodents. Ventilation is allowed by the slits in its walls. By 2 in the afternoon, we were ready for a bite to eat. For me, it was tortilla de papa, lentil soup, and a Diet Coke. This section of the trail alternated between woodlands and small villages. The scenery was beautiful and we were blessed with good weather. Just as we made it to Porrin, around 5 in the afternoon, we met our friend Lina from Germany. Once in Porrin, it would take us another 2 hours to get to our hotel.
¿Dónde está llegando, Rosita? ¿A dónde?
¡A Porriño!
¡Eva! Voy a voltearme.
Stay tuned for the next chapter. Day 2, Camino a Santiago de Compostela, Porriño to Arcade, Spain, 22.2 kilometers.